Okay, you're almost done hearing from me. You all should applaud that now. I got one more thing I want to talk about, and that is our Open Edge project. Again, another project announced this last year, really focused on delivering a hardware solution for that last mile connectivity. When we talk about Edge, there's a lot of different hardware deployments, and in most cases, or in many cases, there's simply taking the data center equipment and putting it in a central office or a data center that's located much more closer to your user. There's a lot of instances too when we have to reach that last mile, and the traditional IT rack isn't designed for that harsh environment to be mounted and deployed next to a cell tower or in a subway or a train station or so on. And so we needed a different enclosure. So one of the projects we launched was really a new enclosure that was hardened, smaller, but had many of the same features in terms of ease of use, modularity, open firmware support, and so on. We launched the project with the help of Nokia, making the initial contribution of a design. And we built upon that, and so today I'm going to have an opportunity to show you just how much momentum we've seen in the last, 6 months. So we have actually the original product that was contributed. This is a 3U chassis. It holds 5 compute nodes in it. It has 2 power supplies in the front for resiliency, and it has a modular, basically a modular rack controller. So all of your management functions are contained on a module that plugs into the front. We actually have a really robust supply chain already. We have a secondary chassis that's come out. That again, these are compatible. So this is a 2U with 3 compute nodes in it. Shares the same power supplies. And speaking of power supplies, we actually have 2 different suppliers that are providing compatible power supplies. This one's from Bell, and this is from Flextronics right here. We have another power option that was recently introduced. This is the first prototype, I think. This is from Inventus. This is a lithium-ion battery backup. Provides 8 minutes of ride through at 1,600 watts. I like to say if your backup generator doesn't start in 8 minutes, it's probably not going to start in 8 days. So plenty of power right there. And on the compute side, lots of different nodes. Again, the original contribution of the architecture came from Nokia, and so they have a lot of different products, both this 1U form factor as well as some 2U form factors. Compute nodes, this is a Xeon-based node. We have another compute node from, let me walk over here, and I'm sorry if I'm walking in front of the camera. We actually have another compute node. This is an ARM-based solution. We have 2 different ARM suppliers, Ampere and Marvell, they're supporting this design, and that's very exciting to see their level of support. And this is, I'm trying to think of this one. We also have WeWin that's providing this support as well. So tremendous amount of support from the channel. I think I even have a ASUS compute node in there as well. So again, the nice thing about this, you got lots of different supply chain options. You're starting to see a lot of different products that are going to come out. We're hoping to see as many new I/O type of options that come out here in the next 6 months. So look forward to seeing some new things at Global Summit. We have a loaner program that we're also announcing today. So we have half a dozen of these systems that we'll make available for our community, so they can take these to their shows that they're participating in and working with their customers to demo capabilities on this open hardware. WeWin and is again offering an open firmware development kit based on this design, and we'll have more details later on. So again, pretty exciting to have this Edge product line unfold. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah, future technologies. Mark Rennick mentioned the Future Technologies Symposium. We launched that earlier this year. We're replicating the symposium. We have over a dozen papers that were submitted. There'll be poster boards out in the hall. You'll be able to talk to the authors of that. But more importantly, we're actually giving those folks a chance to come present their papers here, here at the summit. That'll take place on Friday morning. And there's some really good information, very appropriate for our community. It's connecting you with the researchers. And just as a teaser to that, I'm asking Mark Lance to come out. Mark is with the IBM Zurich research team. His focus is on tape backup research. And so he's going to give you a short teaser on the type of material that you'll hear tomorrow in the symposium talks.